Welcome to Arlington, Texas. It's what the Arizona Diamondbacks and the Texas Rangers all set for Game 1 World Series that nobody saw coming. These were two of the worst team season runs. Come on in here, John Smoltz. You got the Texas Rangers
World Series, and I'll tell you what, the two teams had similar paths to getting finished. Look where the Rangers finished. Then both teams sweep. They're not going to go about getting it done in different ways. You got new age information.
As you mentioned, 2 Game 7s and 2 stars that did what their teams have done all season.
Struck out 4 times, but then after that, something clicked. You see Corbin Carroll was no-show for the first 5 games, but he based, and his 7th game was the reason why the Arizona.
Stage is set. Game 1 of the World Series. This is on Fox, presented by Capital One, and nothing like a little NF thaw.
Thanks, Joe. 5 years ago, Nathan Eovaldi was, but tonight he finally gets his first series start with a chance to make history.
In September, the first rookie with 25 homers and in 99 years. Dream
of franchise-changing talent for these Arizona Diamondbacks, and he'll followed by Christian Walker and Tommy Pham with Lourdes. Tonight's FanDuel live game, same game. One-man wrecking ball in that championship series. He has more than lived up to it so far.
Yeah, he sure has. He's on it. He has 4 pitches that he goes to. That 4-seam fastball.
And a 2.42 ERA for the 33. We go in Game 1 with a fastball and a foul ball.
But you might be surprised that they do not strike out feet. They want to take those 90 feet. And that is 90 feet on the bases. If they get, and that's what the Diamondbacks have done leading into this.
And fires. Along first. The speed of course. A little tight play, but Eovaldi's this group. One of the best defensive teams in baseball. All those guys in the effort. Corey Seager's a Gold Glove finalist. So is Simeon. So is Lowe. So Marte. Pop up. Foul ground. High. This one from Eovaldi. Swings and misses.
And if it's going good, there's going to be a lot of swings and misses like in these 2 matchups. This is going to be.
Here's 0-2. It is a splitter taken away.
You on the attack and you put.
Here's 1-2. It is hit down the line foul.
Heroic games on the road, and they feel comfortable on the road, and they look Diamondbacks.
Another 1-2 taken low. Yeah, you know both these teams. Game 6, winning Game 7. Victor Lavelle on the Diamond. 2. A ground to first and a couple plays right away from Nathaniel. He was excellent during the regular season. All-star for the level.
Pre-All-Star, he was 10-3. Then you mentioned the injury, and it took him a while.
Comes home to Gabriel Moreno with a fastball at 97, ball 1.
Postseason.
You're right, he said. An injury to Carson Kelly. He was elite. Suddenly he's their 3-hitter in the World Series against breaking balls. Nasty spitter right there.
And you're seeing it from the hitter's view. Just disappears.
Count goes 4. Comes back home with a payoff. And the bottom falls out again. And lit up again in the postseason. Simeon and Seager at the top. And then it's the 21-year finish things up. And they face off with the ace of the Diamondbacks.
He did it in the regular season against them. But the location when you're armed.
192 in this postseason. On this 1-1 pitch. Fouls it off 1-2.
And you see Zach Gallen was a little frustrated.
See what he goes with on this 1-2. It's the Perdomo at short for the first out. Out of ground. Saw Perdomo make that play left side of the infield with the veteran. Takes high, ball 1.
Well, for Zach between the 2 of them to keep thing for each team.
Walked in. Cuts that one inside.
Secondary stuff has to miss below the strike zone.
Seager hit a first-inning home run in Game 7. Is ahead on this 3-1. Seager fouls it off his hands, and the count goes there in this postseason. He's right behind Adolis Garcia.
He went to the curveball.
And walked in. Later strike zone. Crew Chief Bill Miller down the road. Looks like he didn't even realize he's in the Tennessee. Completely unfazed.
Yeah, he's been amazing. Emphasize how hard that is for a young player to.
Got to be doing something good when you find yourself with Mickey Mantle on. And he came up in early September where they were struggling some. It was right after Zach Gallen's 1-1 pitch. Carter watches ball 2.
Well, the big thing, learning on the job in the highest pressure moments of his life.
1, Carter shoots it foul, and it's 2-2. The people say, wait a minute, who? Who did they take in the second round? From that quiet from Gallen. Carter, it's in foul.
Well, if those trends keep going,
The Rangers coming in. This is what you're mentioning here. First one to 1 wins. First series. Cardinals whip again and hit off the wall. 21 years old, starting the.
And he's cool. I mean, he's so cool.
Garcia. I don't think it was possible for these fans, who was 1 RBI shy of the all on this 1-0 pitch. Takes a strike on the outside.
Texas by far, and boy, did they play off of it. And the
wrecking ball. 5. David Freese against the Rangers in 2011. On this 2-1, Garcia takes ball 3.
Well, early on, he did all year for the most part that made him dangerous.
How hard is the goal with a 3-1 pitch? Carter can fly.
In very controlled, short to the ball. Really big with his swings. There's a breaking ball right down the middle. They've got a lot of former players score in bunches. The Rangers just happen to do it with slugs.
Fastballs in that at bat. What was your thought process? You got to 2 strikes.
And you're coming off 2 bad outings. What do you do?
Well, the one you got to have right now.
This postseason, even though he didn't play in the first round.
So good for Texas. They have
1-2 to Garber is chopping the second for 1. On the first, not in time.
Gotten him live, but I think they did get him.
First base.
This one shouldn't take too long. Look,
and this 26th pitch first inning for Zach Gallen is going to come to
Return. The runner is out. Arizona.
First inning of the World Series, 2-0. Rangers in front. Back to work. Christian Walker leads off, and if the Diamondbacks are going to be able to score
through the funk and regular season, you need it to last a little shorter.
179 though during the postseason. One of his Valdi fires, and it's 1-2.
Curveball and slider.
He's a guy that led him in home runs during the regular season. He's hit 30+ against Steve Valdi, and taking one of those breaking pitches you were talking about. Yeah, those 2 on 3-2. It is back to a fastball and like a house by the side of the road.
Batters, and he doesn't strike out a ton,
which tells different pitches that he throws. He is so splitter a little bit here. Throws it right there, and again
pitch. That's what happens.
Good morning, good afternoon, and good
velocity uptick. Crispness on their secondary pitches. He's not
saw on the replay. He's not afraid of anything either. Getting Halloween started early. They're the pink out. The end of that championship series, and Gurriel 0-2. He's back. Goes back up with a fastball. Home with another 0-2. Strikes out the side. All-star catcher who came to life the last 2 games in Houston.
Had some off days to do anything against it that brings in the change.
Target set up for an 0-2. Heim gets to it and stays alive. And the first out of the second inning. We're talking about that even at the beginning of the playoffs this year, Arizona was still 40-1.
And that's including the Miracle Mets, and I get it, but it'll be have that same path. I mean, we've talked, having been there and having done it, these are the 2 most really great World Series as well.
Get Marte over the first 2 plays of this inning. Rangers fans don't need any details on what Game 6 was. They would love empty at that point. Of course, the Rangers weren't in. Here's the rookie, first World Series. And he's behind 0-2.
Well, now you.
With Gallen especially, John, I mean, when he
went away for the Cy Young, and certainly the last 2.
Another 0-2 to Young, and it's a good curve to get him swinging. Yeah. 7-14. Go to pitchhitrun.com to get more information. That is strike consecutive Ks. Down the line foul, and again 2
runs that he's able to hit. He takes a big swing. He's got some speed.
Alec Thomas on an 0-2. He put it over the mound. They won't keep him off the bases. He puts it in play and uses.
Diamondbacks play baseball. You got to circle the guys to keep off the bases. So it 2 things: his speed and the hitter. It just helps the.
Longoria gets to open this 3rd. Garcia throws behind Thomas.
Really good arms. And you saw Thomas right there. Look,
Found a new level in this postseason, and Geraldo, buckle up, Johnny. Hit more than anybody in the regular season, and it's executed well. And they got the go-ahead run moved into scoring position by doing that.
yeah, that's necessarily just give you an out.
Tying run in scoring position. Back to the top of the order, and Corbin Carroll. Yeah, Torrey Lavelle. Got the call there. 0-2 on. Here it comes. Carroll. Veras won't get there, and it gets by him. And Buckle on his way to third.
They just do these kind of things better than most. Third with less than 2 outs. This is the Diamondbacks.
Swallowing triples. Nobody had more of them than. One of the things they started calling the Diamondbacks this summer was, and in this postseason, John, more than half of their wins.
They've gotten to this place now where they're not playing skids.
Until Marte takes high. They're in first. In the dirt. And shot at another bunt attempt. And it did.
And their 2-0 count, score a run. Now this guy's so good he can score it in so many different ways.
A 2-1. Marte. Good take. Ball 3 is anything for them. Darius Will comes home, and he's safe from the Diamondbacks. But as the call is now, it's 3-2.
It takes off. Now I didn't think they had a chance to get him. It was a great throw. The one thing early in the series against Philadelphia, the Diamondbacks, the ball was hit, but I still didn't think he had a chance. And they were giving up a run on a ground ball.
Wouldn't you say that's an example?
Can't do that without doing these kind of things. And I talked about.
There's the 1-2. There goes Marte. Swing and a miss. Straight from high. Almost offline. A free taco. Unload your Doritos. Locos Tacos. We talk about during the postseason.
Well, you know, when you're doing your research, you find out certain they hit and they're stolen bases. They get to second base.
The Christian Walker takes outside. And they've done something. Now 2-2. Walker takes ball 3.
Straight strikeouts leading into this inning. And all of a sudden
off to the powerful Walker. And it's swung on a miss. He finished him off. It's 3-2 in game 1. Baseball fans across the country gonna love him soon. 9-1-2 years, but has found his footing this year and continued that into a good post. 1 ball and 2 strikes. So a change up for him. Turns it back up with a fastball, and it's 2-2. And established himself he has. One of the top pitcher game with T-Mobile.
Well, what his team just did is give him a to get the lead again.
Strike on Simeon, especially when you're coming off
out of the way.
Ball's coming out. Didn't think he sees it. On to Simeon is outside, which is where everybody got one inside here, but swung over it. It's a disappearing changeup.
Even though with 2 strikes they were able to get a couple.
His first time. They struck out 3 straight.
Let's go.
Seager took the ballpark. 3-1. It's 3-1. Seager takes ball 4 in his second walk of the game.
Half of his fastball, by far the highest first inning of an ounce, all in his secondary stuff.
Evan Carter, who you mentioned, takes. Let's go over 1-1 to Carter. Seager makes the turn, heads for third. Williams throws right into the envelope on the bases.
Hey, you don't want to make the third out at third.
Imagine Adolis Garcia fouls off the first pitch. Season 21 of them with a full series ahead still. Gallen's 0-1 going upstairs, missing by the hands.
That's where you.
On this 1-1 pitch, Garcia bends back on ball 2. See it on Umpkin, presented by T-Mobile. 2-2 pitch, and Garcia takes ball 3 to run the count full. That's a 6 out of his last 7. On this payoff pitch.
Watch his interesting scenario here for Mitch Garver. Normally he's patient.
See?
You've literally got to take every at bat.
Garver takes ball 3 with nowhere to put him.
2, you cannot let the game get away if you walk.
3-2. Fastball, and it's fouled straight back. Critical spot in game 1. 3-2 to Garver. Is fouled at 68 for Gallen.
Wow, and those last.
Again. And walks Jackson to tie the game.
Hey, he threw some great pitches in that at bat, and it's going to seem like a bummer that you've owned. Make pitches. Let's get out of this inning.
Season ball with a friend? Just tell Siri. FaceTime Parker.
Strike one.
He's wanting to swing, so you have more room for error with bases low.
And it's too late. Fly alley for the Rangers to tie this game at 3. And they've become the first team. Tommy Pham leads off a tie game in the 4th and takes a ball from Nathan Eovaldi.
Well, is when they're on.
Oh, here's Tommy Pham puts the D-backs in front. Oh, it's a leadoff shot here in the 4th for. It has not been a great
Bounce back. Everybody. But what I was going to say is defensively, they defend the stolen base already. Last year, they stole bases before the rule changes. This year, they.
The outside. And the first out of the 4th. One way to do it is to
right away.